In this lesson, we'll be discussing direct variation. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to check for proportionality from a table, graph, and situation, and identify the rate of change or slope and the y-intercept to write a direct variation equation. So to write a direct variation equation, it looks like y equals kx. So we have to find the rate of change or the constant of variation or slope. This is all the k. This is what keeps happening over and over and over. The y is the dependent variable and the x is the independent. So I have this triangle here, which you probably have seen in science class, which says that y equals k times x, which means that to find x, you can take y divided by k. If you need k, take y divided by x. So the question says the value of y varies directly with x, so it's a direct variation equation. When y is 24 and x is 2, what's k? Well, we just said to find k, we're going to take y divided by x, so that's 24 divided by 2, so k is 12. So to check for direct variation, we need to know if it's proportional. If it's proportional, then it's a direct variation equation. So we can look at the table or the graph and make sure that it goes through the 0, 0, or the origin. We can look for the quotients and divide y by x and make sure that it's the same for all of them. Or we can cross multiply any of the ordered pairs to see if we get equivalent fractions. So in this table here, let's see, we have to ask the question, does it go through the origin? Well, this would go through the origin because I can kind of work backwards here. I can see that x is going up by 10, so if I subtract 10, I get to 0, and I can see that y is going up by 1, so if I subtract 1, I get to 0. I can also check the quotients. 2 divided by 20, is that the same as 4 divided by 40? I just picked those random two, and yes, they both equal 1/10. Or we could check for cross products. So 5 times 60, that's 300, and 6 times 50 is also 300. So yes, this table is a proportional situation. So some examples. Check for the direct variation and then write an equation. So let's look at this first table here, and let's see, is it going through the origin? Yes, I can see that it's going through origin because I have the 0, 0 point. Let's check some cross products. Negative 2 times 6 is 12, and negative 12, and negative 4 times 3 is also negative 12. So if I want to write the equation, I have to find the slope, so I can see what's happening here. It's going down by 3, and over here it's going up by 2. So that means that my slope is negative 3 over 2. So there's my equation. The second table, is it going through the origin? Well, it looks like it's going up by 2.5 here. So if I go backwards 2.5, that would get me to 0. And the x is going up by 1. So if I subtract 1, yes, it's going to have a 0, 0 point. Cross products, let's check a couple here. If we do 10 times 5, that's 50, and 4 times 12.5, that's also 50. So yes, that shows us it is a direct variation. So if I want to write the equation, I see that the y is going up by 250, 2.5, and the x is going up by 1, so my equation is y equals 2.5x. Write a direct variation equation from the situation. So competitive race walkers move at a speed of about 9 miles per hour. So here's my rate of change. So I just write the equation, y equals 9x. Malika charges $8 per hour for babysitting. So what's happening over and over? 8. So my equation is y equals 8x. Check for direct variation and write the equation. So the first thing I need to know is it's going through the origin. So yes, I can see that this one is going through the 0, 0 point, so it is a direct variation equation, which means I need to find the slope, pick any 2 points. I see that it's going up by 5 and over by 1, so my equation is y equals 5x, which means that each pizza is $5. In this one, checking again, does it go through the origin? Yep, it goes through the 0, 0 point. So I write my equation, y equals 10x, because I pick any 2 points on the graph, and you can see on the side here, it's going up by 10 and over by 1, so y equals 10x, which means that this person is making $10 per hour. So, just asking ourselves, this is a direct variation equation. Y equals 2x. Yes, that is a direct variation equation. How about y equals 3x plus 1? No, because it has this extra 1 here. So no, it's not direct variation. Y equals 0.25x. Yes, direct variation. Y equals 1/3 x minus 3. No, can't have this extra 3 here. Y equals 1/2 x. Yes. And y equals x squared. No, we can't have an x squared. That's actually a parabola. So, are hours worked and paycheck a direct variation? Yes. You get paid per hour. Is your birthday and height a direct variation? No. It's not like every year on your birthday you get 6 inches taller.